Hey everybody, God bless you. June 17th, 2011. More fish death. More fish deaths. Bringing you the news as I find it. Hundreds of dead fish in River de Perez, state of Missouri. June 16th, 2011, and there's an article. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the video for you so you can just listen for yourself here.
First on Fox, hundreds of fish turn up dead in the city of St. Louis.
It's a disturbing sight for neighbors, but there may be an upside to this big fish kill. Fox 2's Rocky Madden is live in South St. Louis to show us what's going on. Rocky.
Hosea, there's a definite fragrance, or odor coming off this river de Perez tonight. The smell of rotting fish. You can see why right here behind me. Hundreds of them as they line the river here all the way up the river de Perez, which is owned by the Metropolitan Sewer District. At least this section is. Neighbors tell Fox 2 they began seeing dead fish floating in the water yesterday.
Something's wrong. Something's disturbing because there shouldn't be dead fish floating everywhere.
There are hundreds of dead fish, a large concentration of them stretching for more than a half mile in the river de Perez just north of Gravois.
It's horrible, because it's going to, you're going to get all kinds of, flies and who knows what kind of diseases. Not to mention the smell.
The folks at MSD think the cause is environmental.
Yeah.
Mississippi is backed up into the de Perez. Conservation experts say when the water stops flowing and stagnates, the oxygen leaves the water,
of
which
oxygen.
is fatal to fish. It impacts the oxygen in the water, and unfortunately, the fish can't survive. This happens regularly, unfortunately. However, he says MSD did hire crews to spray weed killer on the riverbank. You can see a green stain. The chemical was not supposed to harm aquatic life. This afternoon, MSD double-checked and says the chemical used was safe to wildlife. Anytime you see an impact on the natural environment, fish in this case, you want to know what's happening.
No, I don't like to see anything die, any kind of animal, It's horrible, to see something like that.
And the folks at the Conservation Department now believe the fish kill was caused by nature, lack of oxygen. They point out that most of the fish are Asian carp. That's a fish that has been a huge problem.
How many times have we heard this?
Fishermen and boaters up and down area rivers. You've probably seen the video of them, the boats going down the river and the Asian carp hitting people as they're inside the boat. Now, MSD tells me there was a similar fish kill on this river about this time last year. In South City, Rocky Madden, Fox.
Lack of oxygen. One species of fish, Asian carp. Now, we're not done yet, friends. This is coming out of South St. Louis. Let me go down here. Because we have more dead fish. It's not over. Now we've got the Ohio River. Fish turn up dead after suspicious spill into Ohio River, June 16th, 2011. And what species again? Now, lack of oxygen in Missouri kills one species of fish. Mysterious chemical substance in Ohio, in the Ohio River, only kills one type of fish. Now, I just want you to keep that in mind. Wouldn't it kill all the fish? Lack of oxygen? I'm sure there's more than Asian carp in, because I'm a fisherman. I love to fish, and you have many different species of fish. You don't just have one fish in one lake. You got bass in another lake. You got bluegill in one lake. I mean, they all swim together. Doesn't make sense. Fish turn up dead after substance spills into Ohio River, June 16th, 2011. Now there's more fish. Hundreds of these Asian carp now are dead in the Ohio River. Officials are trying to determine the substance that leaked or spilled into the Ohio River on Wednesday night, killing Asian carp. The leak happened near Rubbertown, but investigators aren't sure where the chemical came from. And I'm going to put the links below, and you can read it. There's no sense reading the whole thing. Why did it only kill one species of fish? Metropolitan Sewer District officials said test results back from water samples showed no high levels of toxins. Well, we got this chemical dispersant. They believe they seen a sheen on the water. But no toxins. They're now waiting for analysis on tissue samples taken from the fish. The Lake Dreamland Fire Department said it got a call From Dow Chemicals. One of its cameras noticed a sheen on the river out in the middle of the Ohio. Not by the banks. Lake Dreamland crews went down to investigate and requested help from MSD, the Coast Guard and Health Department. They sent out a boat to get a better look, and then they found all these hundreds of dead fish. One species only. And we're not done yet, friends. We're not done yet. This is June 15th. Thousands of dead fish floating in Ridley Park Lake, Philadelphia. Now let me read this to you. Authorities say water samples found nothing strange despite fish kill in Ridley Park Lake and Swarthmore's Crum Creek. Nearly thousands of dead fish were found floating in Ridley Park Lake last weekend, and more dead fish were found in Crum Creek Monday, authorities say. With water samples showing no signs of a problem, the multi-species fish kill remains a mystery. This one here is more than one species, multi-species fish kill. So we have Missouri, only one type of fish. Ohio, one species. And now we have Philadelphia with multiple species. This is something we have to take note of. And you have to understand, we are closing in on the end of days. I want to bring you this. I've got a lot more for you today. More great testimonies for you today. The fish deaths continue. I just don't want you to think I've been slacking and everything has calmed down. It seems like a peaceful calm. No more animal deaths, die-offs. That's not so. It continues. The fish deaths continue. Read Matthew 24, and I'll be back today. Got a lot to share. Great testimonies and my view on what's taking place today and what's ahead this fall. God bless everyone.